Hello everybody, my name is Charlie, and today we're playing Little Big Planet Valley of the Kings. So to start off with, if you go over to the left, you can get the Grand Slam Swords Challenge key. And there's a way to jump up on the pyramid, but there's like nothing up there. So the servers have obviously been shut down, so this was recorded a while back. In fact, in 2021, I made a whole big deal about this, and then it got like deleted or accidentally or something, so I was just like, okay, screw this. I made a whole script. I was gonna get my Egyptian friend Lydia to help with this, narrated it and everything. But no, I botched that, so now we're just doing this. Okay, we're gonna be getting all the tombs in this also. And the first partial, it's not really a tomb, but if you go up here, there's an elephant switch. This is the last one I found out of the elephant switches, and there's 4 of them, so there's the first one. And down here. And apparently the ancient Egyptians had frickin' bombs, so be careful with these. You want to get one of these bombs over the edge. If you go too fast, obviously it will explode. So I'm a big geography nerd, so I think all this is fascinating. And there we go. There's a way to get the bomb. So as of right now, I think there's 63 tombs, with the most recent one being found in 2018. But for some reason, some people say it was found in 2008, and 2011 is the most recent one. But anyway, this is KV4, the tomb of Ramesses the Ninth. This tomb is likely unfinished, and he wasn't buried there, and/or it was raided, so they had to move him. Also, I thought it was Ramses, but apparently it's Ramesses. Oh no. So down here, there's some. Gotta click that switch, use the seesaw, and you can get across. Now, this was a random moment that I thought was weird. There's a little, like, that's not really an exploit, but if you click X as soon as you hit the fire, you can sometimes survive. And I thought that was an epic moment. I think I remember playing this with my mom before. Anyway, if you keep going over here, you'll land on this pillar. Don't die like I almost just did. Or else this will be your tomb also. You want to push these pillar things, because apparently we're insanely strong. It's on glass, so it can be kind of weird to push. And if you pull it, it like does nothing. For some reason, I continue to pull when pushing is easier. And then magic. This thing opens up. And for some reason, I just messed this up. I don't really know what I was doing, but I messed it up. So you want to have these at the highest, obviously. But for some reason, I like messed it up. Okay. Anyway, so cutting back to when I'm ahead, if you stand on these platforms, there's a light that pops up. And I fell off there, so I cut that out. I think you can skip one of them, but I just want to show them all off. I can't remember if getting them all does something or not, but down here is the second elephant lever. It's a shame that the servers got shut off, because I remember playing this as like a kid. I wonder when this came out. Anyway, this is KV9, Tomb of Ramesses the Sixth. This is one of the most popular tourist tombs. Also, KV stands for Kings Valley. Also, apparently it's my tomb now. That's unfortunate. Anyway, down here, now this part's like almost impossible on Little Big Planet 3, because there's certain differences. This was made on LBP 1. You'll see why later. It's very passable because you have infinite lives here, but you probably die a lot. So the first part's pretty simple, just avoid that, even though it's kind of hard to see for some reason. The fire and gas, I guess, just got kind of weird on this version of it. I don't know. Now this one's tough because you get pretty much one shot at this. There's weird gas, so avoid that. But there's the third elephant switch lever. The issue is, if you die and don't get that, this thing doesn't come back, so you can be screwed. I mean, in theory you can ditch it, but you can ditch the block, I mean. Now this is the part that I said's like impossible on this version of the game, because it's like, there's like no room. And so you don't know where to go. But again, it doesn't really matter. I didn't even try at this point. I was just like, whatever, screw this, I can't see where I'm supposed to go. On LFP1, this worked fine. I mean, it was still kind of hard, but like, it worked. So about the pyramids, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be tombs of pharaohs. And I think the pyramids of Giza are like the only natural or ancient wonder of the world still left. I think they're the first one too. And I think they were like painted white, but obviously that's a longer thing. because it's been like, what, 2,000? No, it's been more than 2,000 years, but anyway, the fourth and last elephant switch is right here. And here we have KV-16, the tomb of Ramesses I. His was a smaller tomb, probably because he reigned only for 16 months, ending in 1290 BC. Also, his tomb got flooded. Anyway, now there's an earthquake, and so you can't do anything right now. Just wait for the earthquake to be over, because I guess we're in California, actually. And you can't go that way. It's blocked off, so you want to go this way. I think they made the pyramids with the Pythagorean theorem, but it was a different type, because it was like before it had been modified or modernized. So here's the lever. This will unlock Ra, God of the Sun. This is another issue with the LVP3 version. I thought it was impossible, but it's not. There's a trick, but it's still kind of annoying. There's supposed to be a spotlight with these levers that you can control, but you can't really see it on this version. However, there's a sound like kind of coming out of a tube-ish. So once you hear that, you want to stop. You might need to slightly adjust it. And then the second lever is easier because there's like a different sound when it starts coming down. So it's definitely possible, even though I thought it wasn't. You can grab the first orb. It's like an orange-red orb. I don't know what this is. I'm too colorblind for this. So bring that down to be honest, I don't know what this thing is, but you want to bring it down here. It's like a big tomb or something, I'm not sure. You want to put it in the right one. Now over here, it's another lever. Goddess Isis unlocks that. But before we go over there, if you go over here, there's this tomb of Ramesses IV, KV2. There are many decorations of what they thought the afterlife would be like in this chamber. Also, whenever I talk about the chamber facts, I'm obviously talking about the real ones, not the one in this game. And here's the last switch lever. It's kind of hard to see, but it's Ambuis? I'm not sure what that said. Anubis, probably. I don't know. By the way, goddess of the underworld, I think it said. I tried to look up how to pronounce these names, but I totally forgot to look that one up. Okay, this one. There's the orb up above. I don't really know if you can see it here. But you just gotta do some star parkour. It's kinda cool. And just gotta go here. However, if you keep going up, you can go on the far left one and it unlocks a secret room. Just don't fall like I do. This will lead us to KV-38, Tomb of Thutmose I. Originally, he was likely buried in KV-20, but his grandson, who was one of the most powerful pharaohs, removed him. Or moved him here, I should say. Now with the purple orb, you want to bring it back, obviously. Don't get stuck in the wall. And put it in the second one. You can do these in any order, but you have to put the things in a specific order, but you can get them in any order. Now we're going to Anubis, or whatever this dude's name is, I'm not sure. Does anyone still believe in the, like, ancient Egyptian gods? Okay, now this room is weird. You can go on the left and click these boxes to, like, even out the weight system, but for some reason, I remember once that I got a secret here, and then I could never replicate it. And I still don't exactly know how it works, but sometimes a door will open, and that door leads to KV-34, Tomb of Thutmose III. It's a unique for being made in a bent axis versus the normal straight ones. It's often called the Napoleon of Egypt, as his reign marked a new high point in the kingdom. So here's different times of me getting it. I don't entirely know what causes it. It's not like that thing has to be down. It's not like you can't click these things. I don't know if you can find a reason for why it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I failed this so many times. Like, I know I got it a lot of times, but I also failed it an unbelievable amount of times. And it's annoying because if you mess this up, you can't redo it. So you just can't get it. I don't know what causes it, but best of luck to you. Now with the blue orb in hand, we can bring it over to the tombs. And then you can grab the lever, and we'll go down into the pit of doom, I guess. Or we're putting it coffin in our, or we're burying ourselves. I'm not sure. We get sent to this area where you can barely see it. You can see a little bit. So to start off, we're going to go to the left, and if you got all 4 elephant keys, you can get the tomb of Hatshepsut, I think, I don't know, KV60. This tomb was found in 1906 and had 2 mummies, one being possibly one of the most famous rulers ever, Queen Hatshepsut. Stop making me say that word, I don't know how to say it. Part of the identification process was a tooth found in KV20. It fits perfectly into her mouth. Now, over here, I lighten this up because normally it's really dark and it's just stupid. I think it's another LVP3 issue. I don't think it was this dark normally. However, there's a very secret parkour thing you can do over here. And yeah, this is lit up. I'll show the dark version after this sped up. But oh my god, is it terrible looking. You pretty much have to click R3 to bring your name up, or else you will have almost no idea where you are. Ta-da! And we got KV7, Tomb of Ramesses II. This is one of the larger tombs with many side rooms. This is likely due to his importance as he ruled for 66 years and led Egypt through many important battles. This tomb is heavily damaged and his body was relocated to deter robbers. So anyway, here is me clicking the R3 to see my username because it's really hard to see. And these aren't easy jumps either, that's the thing. I wish they were. Now these crystals, I don't know if they're stalactites or stalagmites, but either way they shoot like electricity sometimes. And there's a boss room, I don't know who this is supposed to be. But it's pretty easy. Just get out of the room when that happens, and then once that goes away, you want to push the orb to the right. That's like all you have to do. It's weirdly easy. I don't even really know why. But it's a cool fight though. It's just very easy. The purple orb. Rip if you don't get out of there in time. And lastly, the orange orb. And once you beat him, it will reveal the KV-35, the tomb of Amenhotep II. He's known for his military prowess and successful campaigns in Nubia and Syria. He's often depicted in battle scenes showcasing his strength and leadership. So click that button. However, don't go to the right yet, as if you go back to where this button is, you can go underneath, and it reveals WV-23, the tomb of A? I'm not sure. ChatGPT said A sits there, but I haven't seen that anywhere else. Anyway, parts of this tomb are nearly identical to King Tut's tomb. It's possible both are made by the same artist. So once you get that, it automatically kills you, by the way. And you can go back. Well, not go back, we never went over here. Also, WV stands for West Valley. So this is KV-17, the tomb of Seti I. This is one of the first tombs to be discovered. The ceiling of the burial chamber depicts a series of astronomical motifs with golden stars and a deep blue background. Also, apparently it's my tomb, because I just freaking died there for some reason. Other decorations are religious in nature, including the depictions of the Book of the Dead and the Book of the Heavenly Cow, and depictions of him with various deities. And lastly, KV-62, the tomb of Tutankhamun. Possibly the most famous tomb, let's be real, it probably is. You've heard of him. It's found in 1922, one of the more recent discovered ones, and it was largely intact, which is different because most of them were damaged or raided. The finding of this tomb caused mass media frenzy, and is still somewhat known to this day, including the iconic Mask of Tut. He became a pharaoh at age 8 to 9 and died at 18 to 19. He's a small bone fragment inside of his head, leading some historians to suspect that he was murdered by a blow to the back of the head. Also, he married his half-sister at around age 10. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today. I think I had the second one recorded, but I have to edit it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Look, I got 5th all the time on the scoreboard, and the first guy was clearly a hacker. Anyway, so yeah, it's nice to do LVP videos again, kind of.